So I know that we are a little bit past 2024, but I did want to come on here and make a video of what's in my DJ bag in 2024. And I'd say for the most part, a lot of these things will carry into 2025 unless some manufacturer or company comes out with something that is going to be like a game changer that will have me replace something. But I don't think that will be the case. If anything, I'll probably add things to this bag. And to start, the first thing off the list is going to be this bag right here. This is from Chrome Industries, and basically this is the Barrage bag, I believe. It is 22 liters, and it fits everything that I need, all the stuff that I will be covering in this video. Basically, it's made out of a canvas-like material on the outside, and on the inside, basically it's like a nylon lining. So if you live in an area where it tends to rain a lot, this is going to be a great option. It also has a laptop sleeve, so that's where my laptop will live. But yeah, so I live in Portland, Oregon, and it rains here like I'd say 70 to 80% of the time. So this was a great option for me, basically a no-brainer. It also has this cargo net that is attached on the outside. So typically I'll have like a pair of shoes or an extra sweater here just in case. But other than that, that's what I have in this bag. Now I do have the bigger version of this bag, which is a 34-liter bag. I think it's way too big for like a daily carry, but it's a great option if you're traveling, if you want to carry a little bit more. But I use that for like snowboarding. So all my snowboard gear would typically fit in that bag, and it works really well. Now, the next item, you probably already saw it on the screen here, but this is my laptop stand. Now, I hate it when I have to DJ and I'm like hunched back. I think that's partly where I get a lot of pain the next day or the night of. So having something where your laptop is elevated will help you with your posture when you're DJing. Now, if you're DJing with USB sticks, you probably don't need this, but for someone that likes to DJ with a laptop, this is a great option. Now, this one is from Crane, is the manufacturer or the company. They don't make this anymore, but you can go with any laptop stand on the market. I'll link a few that I like in the description below, along with all the stuff that I'll be covering in this video. That way you guys can have access to it directly here. Which brings me to my next item is going to be the laptop. Now, currently I am using the MacBook M1 Pro Max, and it has 2 terabytes of onboard storage and 64 gigs of RAM. I've seen other DJs basically DJ off in like a SSD. That is one way to do it, but preferably I like to have all my music on board on my MacBook, because I have the fear of somebody coming up and just yanking that the SSD out of the MacBook. But I guess you can also say that they can probably just yank out the cable that's running from your mixer to your computer. But to me, I just feel like the less things that are coming out of my MacBook, the better. And yeah, so that's the MacBook that I'm using. You guys can definitely opt in for the newest one, the M3. But if you're trying to save some money, the M1 has been great to me. I got it in 2018 and it's been working fine. I also do a little bit of photo and video production as well. So that's why I like having the additional space on there and the added RAM. Now, the next thing that I have is from FaZe. Now, if you DJ on turntables, basically when this came out, it was a game changer. Essentially what it is it replaces your needles. So you can still DJ on vinyl. There's a magnet sticker that you would place on your vinyl, and then this would sit on top. And then this little hole right here that you see goes through like the nipple. I don't know what it's called on the turntable, but it goes right in the center. And essentially, as your plotter moves with the vinyl, this is what you use to manipulate the music. So you can still scratch and everything, and it's all good to go. I will say I did buy a second set of remotes, just so that if I run out of battery or if I forget to charge, hopefully these ones are charged and ready to go. And also if there's any connecting issues with the receiver to the remotes itself. I know when it first came out, there was a lot of issues because for whatever reason, they probably didn't fix all the bugs and everything that had to do with the software, communicating it to your MacBook, to Serato, and whatever. But now, after a few updates, a few firmware updates, everything has been solid so far. All right, so the next item on my list, it's pretty basic, but it's just this pouch. And I also got this from Chrome Industries. I don't think they make this anymore, but any pouch will do. Essentially, I keep all my miscellaneous things in here just to stay a little bit more organized. So as you can see, it's just like a ton of cables. I have extra USBs, auxiliary cords that goes into RCAs, an iPhone charger, USB Type-C, and all the little dongles. Because if you own a MacBook, especially a newer one, you know, they take out a lot of the useful ports that they used to offer. So to stay organized, just get yourself something like this, like a pouch like this, to keep all your cords and dongles. Now, the next two items on my list, they are my headphones. And yes, I'm a DJ that uses headphones when I DJ. And the ones that I use currently, this one's from Shure. This is the SE, let me see if I have the name right. The SE215s. They work great. They sound great. The only issue that I have with these is that the cable that it's attached to is just a little too short. Now, I'm 5'7", and typically I'm going to be right behind the mixer, and there's no issues whatsoever. But I feel like if I were to like dance around or maybe jump around and kind of get hyped with the crowd, that's when things that's when I feel like things might be an issue. Now, if you're taller than 5'7", I'm 5'7", then you might want to get the longer cord if that's an option, or you might want to do like a extension to this, just so that you have a little bit more room to kind of move freely and not really worry about yanking on the cord that's attached to the mixer. Now, these are the headphones that I basically use at every single gig. I typically will use the Shure, the SE215s if it's like a hotter environment, or I pull up to the club or the venue, they have like no AC or just horrible AC. I'll typically rock those, but these has been my go-to for the past 2 to 3 years. Before these headphones, I was rocking the V-Modas, but just wanted a different look and just wanted a new headphone, so I wanted to try these out. And these are from III. That's AI. And these are the TMA2s. The one thing that I really like, well, I guess the design for one. So look at that. Yep. And they are modular. So if something were to break and you need to replace it, you can just replace that component and not the entire unit. And I think that's just a great option, especially if, one, you don't want to replace headphones too often. This is a great option to invest in. I'll be honest, the first version that I got of this, when I ordered it, I got the Alcantara cups. And after, I want to say maybe 6 months to a year, like the first year of owning them, I started to see some wear and tear, and I didn't really like that. They look kind of gross because of sweat and whatnot. But I recently just ordered the fake leather one, and it's been holding up pretty well. I've had these one for about 7 months now, and I don't see any like visible wear and tear, and they just look great. So that's what they look like. The other feature to these is that they're Bluetooth. So there's a button right here to turn on Bluetooth if you want. The charging USB-C cables here. And this is for your headphone jack right there. They do have an option on their website where you can use a wireless receiver. So you plug one into your mixer, and the other end, you don't have to, I think, because this has the built-in wireless capabilities. But I don't know like the latency on that, so I'm not sure if that is going to be something that you would want to perform with as a DJ. It might make sense if like maybe you're producing, or maybe you just kind of want to have like a wireless headphone option with these guys, but I don't think that's what they're trying to do with this company. I've seen for the most part, I've seen people wear them with the cord, the headphone jack into whatever system that they're using. The next item that I have on here is from a company called udggear.com. And this is basically my record holder. I really like this because essentially it holds my records. It has a few slots for like stickers, business cards, and whatnot. I rarely hand out business cards. I usually just give people my Instagram. But for my birthday, one of my homies, they got me like a dot card, and it's pretty cool because it's NFC enabled. So all you do is you tap the card on somebody's phone, pulls up all your links for your socials and whatever presence you have online, on the web, and that brings that up. It's really nice and easy. And I carry my vinyl in here along with some slip mats, and that's pretty much it. Keeps everything safe, and if I get paid with a check, I usually leave the check in here as well. But it zips up nice. I've had this for like 6 years now, and before that, I think I used to just carry my vinyl. If you buy like any type of vinyl, it comes in that like cardboard sleeve. I used to carry that just to the club, and that was it. But this is a little bit more safe to kind of protect your investment. So yeah, that's that. The next item on here, I think it's really cool. I'm a camera guy myself. I love watching reviews on tech on YouTube. And when I first found out about the 360 cameras, there was like two options that I was looking at, either the GoPro version, I think it's called like the GoPro Max. But I decided to opt in for the Insta360 just because I think the performance was just a lot better with this one. But essentially what it is, if you don't know, there's two lenses on this device, as you can see, and the software that's built in, they stitch those two files into one. So when you're editing whatever footage that you capture when you're in 360 mode, you can choose whatever type of point of view that you have. And you've probably seen it on social media when people are DJing. But the main thing is that you can capture whatever DJ trick, transition that you're doing, and also get the crowd's reaction. And I think that's really key to kind of sell yourself as a DJ, what you're able to do in a live situation. And also, if you're like a content creator, this is a great piece of hardware that you should invest in to capture some of that content. I also have it paired it with like a selfie stick that acts like a tripod. So typically what I'll do is I'll screw this on and then have it extended and just place it next to my gear and then kind of start DJing. And that's pretty much it. And then at the end of the night, I can go in and kind of pick whatever footage I want to share, cut it, snip it, edit everything, and then be good to go. For sure, I know it can record up to 4K. I know it can record in 4K, but I know it can go beyond that resolution too, if that is something that you're looking for. But to be honest, for social media, I think 1080p is probably the best. Correct me if I'm wrong, let me know in the comments below, but I'm pretty sure when I was doing my research, especially when you're uploading videos, 1080p is probably the best resolution you should post. Anything beyond that will probably get downsized anyway. And this is the last item on my list. Yes, of course, if you're taking your laptop, you should probably have your charger. But the one tip that I want to give is to have multiple chargers. So this one specifically lives in my DJ bag. I have two more chargers that I bought, one that I keep in the bedroom sometimes or in the living room, and one that I keep here in this studio. So basically, when you're kind of going from gig to gig, you're not going to carry every single item, because I'm not going to need my laptop stand all the time, especially if I'm DJing at Fortune, one of my residencies. But if I'm going to a mobile gig, that's when I'll bring that. But this will forever live in my DJ bag, except for this moment because I'm recording with it. But having multiple ones is just going to be a lifesaver, because then you don't have to take it out of your bag and then go to a gig and forget it and then ask your girlfriend to come and basically deliver your charger. I've had that happen a few times, but it happens. Or maybe you hit up one of your DJ homies to row through with a charger, and hopefully they're not at a gig. But yeah, so just buy multiple chargers, keep them at different places, maybe one for the car, one for the bag, and that way you're just like secured with chargers and cables for that matter. Again, let me know in the comments below what you guys have in your DJ bag. If you found this video helpful at all, give it a thumbs up. And if you're new here, or maybe you've been watching my videos for a while, please hit that subscribe button. It will definitely help this channel out. And I'll leave a link to all the stuff that I have that I covered in this video. Some will be affiliate links. So if you decide to purchase any of that, that would definitely help me out and this channel. And some won't be. So hopefully that helps, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.